Ahoy Bilge-Rats, Buccaneers, Sea Dogs, and Corsairs. Welcome back to another episode of Voyage Among the Immortals, our look at the who's, what's, whys, and wheres of the in-game immortalizations for Sea of Thieves. Today we are going to look at players who have had their names or depictions engraved on either planks, boards, or plaques, and what they did to earn them, whether that's a quirky thing they've done on stream or a milestone that is so key to Sea of Thieves itself that Rare decided they had to commemorate that. If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit the like button and share it with other pirates so that they too can learn the stories behind these immortalized players that even Umbra wasn't entirely clear on through this Legends of the Sea update. The first name we're going to look at is for Hallower1980, whose Easter egg is placed in a very unique spot as it is the only one on the Ferry of the Damned. As you are standing in front of the door, patiently waiting for it to open, look to the bottom right corner of that door and you will see Hallower's name engraved on it. This is because he is the first player to have died after just 7.5 minutes in the Technical Alpha 0.1. I think it's really neat that Rare has commemorated him for this death, since there have been many that have followed in the game's existence. The next immortalization we're going to visit is not on Mermaid's Hideaway, as I've been frequently starting these videos, but on Smuggler's Bay, where O Commando O can be found at the top of the cliff. This can be found on a group of planks surrounded by bullet holes with a firing target placed beside it as you are moving west on top of the hill, not plastered on a group of rocks beside a target like the website I've been using has told me. I actually had to realize this for myself in game as I was walking around trying to find this rock, and it turned out to be a group of boards, so thankfully I happened to come across that. It was discovered in Technical Alpha 0.1.3.8, same as the skeleton on Mermaid's Hideaway for Archangel, who had swam so far back in that same Technical Alpha patch. From here, we'll move down to Sanctuary Outpost, where the tavern itself is actually marked with an immortalization for Clumsy George alongside his trusty broom, an inside joke amongst the early Sea of Thieves community. Along with being a pillar community member and positive figure back in the Technical Alpha 1.0.3 days, Clumsy George used open mic in-game more than any other player, which is sorely missed nowadays, since as a solo slooper I would love to chat with more pirates on the ocean, but they're all in party chats and I'm in game chat, so what's a pirate to do? Now we're going to move down to Mermaid's Hideaway for our fourth wooden immortalization for Doge Swift, a community member prominent in the Sea of Thieves forums. The group of planks he's commemorated on can be found at the Castaways camp on Mermaid's Hideaway right beside the lagoon with a picture of a dog. He was one of the early community spotlights before they recently started doing them again with folks like Latched Glue and Carities. At this time, we'll take a quick pit stop at Plunder Outpost to find an immortalization for ZZ Detox ZZ. In the tavern on the left-hand side of the bar, we'll find a brass plaque with his gamertag and drinking spot engraved on it for drinking excessively in one play session in some version of the Technical Alpha. If I was going to get an immortalization that wasn't a rowboat, I'd probably want it to be something involving a tankard. From here, we're going to jump all the way over to Sharkfin Camp in the Wilds, where an immortalization for Kaidarath rests. She and her crew, Foxdie, Omnom Cake, and Toiger101, defeated this fort while it was active using only snakes. 100 of them, no cutlass, no gunfire, just snake venom. I'd bet ancient coins that when the skeleton captain popped up on this fort and saw what he was up against, only one thing was going through his mind, and it'd be very reminiscent of Samuel L. Jackson. Since we're done at Sharkfin Camp, let's rest up a bit at Ancient Spire Outpost to find an immortalization for Lindsay Ellis. She got a plaque written right above the Unicorn Tavern door for shooting herself from her ship at the dock all the way up to the doorstep without any sort of complications. I wonder how often Lindsay sails with those Twitch Prime Celestial Steed drops we got a little while back. Lindsay's immortalization was found in the final beta right before the game was ready for official release on March 20th, 2018. The final wooden immortalization for players in this game is for Old Captain J of the Crow's Nest YouTube channel. His can be found at the very top of Crow's Nest Fortress, which absolutely requires you to launch yourself up there with a cannon. I haven't been able to do it myself yet, but thankfully my fellow immortalization hunter, Mr. Fallout, managed to grab one for me. Thank you so much. Captain J has always been a positive and impactful member of the Sea of Thieves community and is one of the first creators to start making content for Sea of Thieves news and speculation for how the game is going to grow and develop and get better over time. I would absolutely love if you guys would go over to his YouTube channel and tell him ZachTac sent you, share the loves. There's so much work that goes into creating Sea of Thieves content, and I have nothing but respect for himself, Captain Falcor, White Knight, and all the others who make content on YouTube for this game. Those are all the in-game immortalizations that Rare has marked on either planks, boards, or plaques. I'm really grateful that Legends of the Sea has had us go out and find these, since I didn't know about Kaitaraths. I thought that eventually she would get something, but I had no idea that it was in place right now. So thank you, developers, for putting stuff like this in the game previously and continuing to do it, since I am led to believe that more players are going to be getting in-game immortalizations relatively soon. Not going to give away any information on that because I don't have it. Again, I would love it if you guys would share this video with your friends and other pirates you meet out on the seas. And if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe and ding that little ship's bell to be notified of other types of videos that I make here on the Full Expression channel. As always, keep your sails in the wind, your tankard full of grog, and always bring a banana to a party. I'll see you on the horizon.